It is November 14th, and I just came to check on my bees because yesterday I came to look at them briefly just to see if they're eating the fondant on top of them, and I noticed that there were no bees. So this morning I came to check in on these bees, and I have now seen 3 wasps. Oh, one just came out, going in and out of this hive. So I am going to open this hive up. Oh, there's another wasp. Looks like they are moving in. I'm gonna check the hive out. So I'm gonna put my gear on. I don't put my gloves on. I have no idea what to expect in here. And we're gonna check to see what it looks like. Okay, got my hive opened up, and I already see wasp in here just hanging out. So I'm gonna make the assumption that they got overrun by wasps at this point. I don't know. This was a huge colony. They had all of their treatments. This is just the empty side where I keep extra stuff. Just looking to see what the status is. Sorry. I put in this little insulation side thing a while ago. I'm gonna go set it down over here. Okay. Oh, I'm super sad. I don't even want to go in, but we're going in. No bees. No bees. Ugh. Let's see here. What do we think we're gonna see in here? I think the bees are gone. No bees. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is a total abscond. Oh man. All right. All right. Today it was a super sad day. I lost my black hive, which was my 2024 Kona Queen that I got from a honey beekeeper, a commercial beekeeper, in April, and she did really great. I think she had like, I don't know, probably like 8 frames of honey. There was just left a brood nest of I think 2 or 3 frames, fully capped. I thought they were ready to go, and I thought I had checked on them before Hawaii. I don't actually remember the last time I checked in on them. I probably don't have notes because I got a little bit lax after I tucked him in for the winter. I had Hive Alive on them, and they had R10, they had Reflectix, they had their duck cloth with all of their propolis in it. The only thing I didn't do when I tucked him in was I was experimenting on making the long laying, and I built it out of 2 by 10, the top, and I didn't want the hole for the entrance to come directly into the frame, so I built a 2x4 base, which made it extra long. And then of course it was wonky, it didn't sit flat, so I put window insulation, window foam between the brood chamber and the baseboard. And this summer they chewed out an additional exit that they, actually 2 of them, that they had been using all summer long. And I know that I condensed them down so that they had only as many frames as they had bees. So I know that there was a huge amount of bees inside there. There were dead bees on the bottom today when I opened it up, and I found a wax moth larva, and I found some other weird debris in there too that I don't know what it is. It's black, and then the wasp had gone in, and we're gonna clean up shop inside of the hive. So at this point in time, I don't know if there's more larvae inside there. I didn't know really what I was looking for. They got some weird pollen this fall that was white. I think that's asters, but I don't really know. And there was actually some of it that was like capped over, so it was like they were making honey out of nectar from asters. I don't even know if that's possible. That looked a little weird. And then all of the honey had like mold on it, and I'm just assuming that it's just because of the dew point. I don't know. Anyways, so now I have all these frames of honey, and I don't really know what to do with it. But I called Jana, or I text Jana. She's not available until Tuesday. So I put all the frames back in. I sealed it up. I plugged up all the holes so that the wasp couldn't get in. But they were really, really trying to get in. So I don't know what's going to happen there. They're probably going to put pressure on the other hives there, is what I'm assuming is going to happen once they figure out that they can't get into that hive anymore. All of the other hives had activity out front. I checked in on the other long hives through the little observation window that I have on top where the feeders are, and there was activity inside the hive. But I'm wondering if I need to just go and peek every now and then just to see what's happening. I was super bummed. I thought that the black hive was going to make it through the winter because they had done such a great job of storing up all of their food, and I thought they did a great job of having a lot of bees. So I don't really know what happened. I gave them their treatments. They got an OA treatment when I received them. dribble treatment when I receive them. We put in the sponges over the summertime, and then they got Apivar. I believe I left it on an extended amount of time, like for the full amount of time, and then pulled those right before tucking them in. So I don't know what else I could have done. Maybe I should have done a vapor treatment or a dribble treatment right as I was pulling it off. I had heard on a video somebody talking about frass, I think is what it's called, from the mites, and I'm wondering if I saw that. I took a picture in the cells, but I don't know. We'll have to wait until Tuesday, get Jana's opinion. I don't think that the amount of bees that I saw on the floor of the hive equated to the amount of bees that were in the hive previously. I did notice that there were some bees that were hatching that died, and I'm guessing that they just got too cold. Like nobody was there when they came out and they froze. I don't know. That's not. I think they can keep. I think up to 50 degrees they can stay alive, maybe. I don't know. I should figure that out, but it doesn't actually matter. But there were bees in the process of being hatched. Not many, but there were bees being hatched that died. So. Anyway, sad day. Super bummed. But I hope there's something for me to be learned about this. I didn't really like the design of that hive anyways, and was wondering how it was going to do. I looked at my, so I fed the black hive, which is a long hive, 2x10 build, deep, which is another reason why I thought they were going to do well. They got all the resources all the way. They built extended comb off of their regular Langstroth comb, and they filled it full of resources too. If that was the only thing needed to survive, they would have had that down. What was I going to say? I like the build of my third and fourth long legs. My third one I built, it was double walled with 3x4 or 3/4 inch plywood. So there's no seams along, there's just no seams. That wind can come in. I put the bottom of the hive up into the hive so that you can't, there's no side seams. And I really like my insulated, which was my long laying number 4, because I put insulation in the walls all the way around. So on all sides they have insulation. The one thing I don't like is that I can't, with the little discs that close up those holes on the long leg core, you can't completely close them. And I'm wondering if I just remove the disc until summertime, and I put a cover board over those entrances so that there's no wind blowing into those holes and no extra they seem to be just walking around freely. Nobody's clustered, although it was like 50 degrees today. So it would be interesting to go in and look at them when it's colder out. Just open the lid and look in at the observation piece to see if they're still. I don't know. Anyways, so much to be learned. It's funny because you're putting bets. I was putting bets on each of the hives this fall based on how they looked. But clearly, there's a lot of factors. You know, the funny part is that so I had 2 hives requeen. Not 2 hives requeen. I had done a cutout and they didn't have a queen, so I gave them some eggs. And they requeened themselves. And there are still bees in there. And I'm wondering if I should open up and look to see what's going on in there, just for learning's sake. Sometimes I think that I'm so afraid of losing them that I lose out on opportunities to learn about them. But the more that I learn about them, the quicker I learn about them, the better I will be able to take good care of them, because I'll have a better understanding of them. So maybe I will take a quick peek in there. They shouldn't have much brood in there. It's 53 degrees. So I shouldn't be harming them too much. And I think it's supposed to get down into the high of 40s in the next couple days. So today will probably be one of the last days I can do that. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to open up that hive and just give a good quick peek. And if there are a lot of frames that there are no bees on, then I am going to need to remove them from the cavity so that they don't have so much space that they have to heat up. I'm already feeling like I gave them too much space. But we'll check on that. On the sunnier side of things, the hive, the Layens hive, which has 2 colonies in it, are both still doing really good and were really active when I went down to check on them today. So they are doing really great. I can't wait to see what I learn after this winter. Those guys have not gotten fed. As far as I saw, they had done an amazing job of putting honey away and resources. I think they had like a whole frame of pollen. And then, what was I going to say? Oh, I haven't fed them. So they haven't gotten fed. Oh, they haven't gotten treated either, because you can't really treat them because of the top bars the way that they are. They're all closed off. So they got an oxalic dribble treatment when I put them in, but I haven't done anything else to them, I don't think. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, how they come out on the other side. They do have a Reflectix on top of them, and they do have an R10 on top of them. So they have that going for them. sides are all insulated with wool. But anyways, that's the update for November 14th.